Hello everyone, this is Anne from Odulcina Scrap. Today it's a project that I want to do using an old book cover again. This is a French-English dictionary and I love the green and it's damaged perfectly. So I want to convert that into a simple or lace simple book. I just can't get enough of that, I guess. And maybe because I'm crawled under tons of laces and there's some that I just want to hold on and keep for myself. So I need some books to contain them, identify them, and collect them. So I've already glued my pages on the inside of the book pages, but I've been using my simple and inventory cards. And they are printed on 80 pounds light cardstock. I didn't print both sides because there's no need, they're going to be glued. But this is a kit to identify or an inventory, like my own inventory of laces or supplies, or making simple cards. These are the big simple cards and they're smaller, which are half of the size. And look at that, the cover and the card were fitting just perfectly. As you see, I didn't even trim them down, so I just inked the sides, and these are two that you can print together. And instead of putting twice the same, I just thought I could have different ones. And so let me show you what I'm going to do. I have the cards already glued to my covers. And I have a spine here that I kept, that I reinforced with a light cardstock that was, you know, the light cardstock at the back of a paper pad. So I keep them all the time. And I just trimmed it to size and reinforced that spine. And I cut it twice the same size and glued it on a fabric, a cotton fabric that has been washed and dried in the washing machine. So it's all full of folds and crinkles, which I love. And this will be glued at the end like that with the signatures on. I'm planning to do like probably 4 signatures, so my papers are spread equally among my spine, and this will allow me to have a good space between my pages to glue the laces, because the laces can be really bulky. So this will be the inside, but this will be the last part because I need to do all the signature, sew the signature to this, and then glue both sides on the covers. What I can start with will be to put my covers in this and leave a space between, so it allows me to open and close the cover correctly. And I already trimmed to size another piece of the cotton, and I'll just glue it down here and attach it to the cover. So the folds here will be the fabric, which I love the most when I do a hardcover junk journal. It's because the fabric is strong enough, but it's still flexible and it won't tear easily. So that book will be good for many years. So let me just glue it down and I'll come back. As you can see here, that's what I love about the Fabri-Tac glue, is that I can manipulate the fabric and slide it a little bit to align. I can remove the glue that leaked on my junk journal cover. So this is especially why I've been using the Fabri-Tac. The 3-in-1 glue from Beacon would work as good. But this is what I like about that glue specifically, is that you can slide a little bit and align your stuff, your papers, your cover with the fabric. You can remove leaks. And this will be what it looks inside once I'll attach the signature to this piece and glue it down. Now I'm going to create a junk journal cover / my junk journal first signature. So what I'm doing here is I took a 6x9 white envelope that I coffee stained. I took a glycine bag that I coffee stained, and I'm gluing my bag, the glycine bag, to the envelope that I folded into two, as you can see, to create kind of an attached pocket, but it adds some dimension. Instead of having just a rectangle cover, we now have a fancy kind of cover with two pockets at the top, and you still have that pocket from the envelope that I could shut down, but I'm going to keep because I love to use pockets like that. So this is kind of an idea. Just to remove the back of that, to hide the back of the glycine bag, I'm going to add some embossed papers. And if you don't have any embossing machine, I offer bundles of embossed papers in my shop. Just for those who are starting, they want some, but they cannot really invest in that big machine and all those templates. So I offer bundles, and I'll just glue it down, and I'll use a postcard that could be any kind of paper to create an additional pocket there inside the cover. While I'm editing this video, looking at myself trimming that lace, all controlled, but nothing straight there, it reminds me one not positive comment, the only one I got so far in 3 years on my channel, and it was a lady complaining that I was not cutting straight and everything was not straight. And yeah, that's my style. But I control it to not be straight. That's kind of my style, right? I just found it funny. Let me show you what I've been doing out of the camera. So I ended up decorating with that gorgeous Crafty Me Shop tiny lace. Look at that. This has been tea stained, I guess, from Esme, because I received it like that. And I just glued it on both sides. And I love the contrast that it makes because it's a little bit more brownish. So it's kind of a tone on tone. And it's really, yeah, I really love it. And what I've done is I just attached with a bulb pin some labels from my labels kit, some of those tiny labels like that. And I just created a little knot of fancy yarns like that I took from one of the spools that I'm selling. And it just creates kind of a decoration without being too bulky. I can remove it, add it back, and even if I remove it, I could have leave all of that just as plain as that too. That would have been great. Then, so I didn't put anything inside this pocket, but I've been using one of the tracing paper that I printed my legal size paper on a letter size paper format. It's just shrinked, so the size is just perfect because it leaves 2 white bands. Let me show you an example. So when you print a legal size format paper on a letter size paper or on an A4 paper, you will have like white bands there. So you just need to trim them with your trimmer. And that gives you like a format that I love when you want to add something inside the pockets. So I crinkled it a little bit everywhere, added ink, and folded it this way. And it's kind of the perfect size to add to a pocket of a junk journal without losing any of the design paper. All right, inside I didn't decorate because there's going to be a part 2 of this video, but I want to show you. So the cover that I created can be the cover of a junk journal by itself. As you can see here, I've been creating but didn't attach yet like a signature of papers. Again, this is one of the legal size papers that I have too. And I've been using real old papers. So just showing you what I've been doing, including different kind of papers, sizes, and I'm gonna put this again. That's another one of the sample and inventory cards, that side, and I'm going to be able to put some samples there. So this is a signature that I'm going to attach to this kind of cover. But for me, it could be a journal like that, a soft journal cover. But I'm going to use it, and I made sure that my pages are not too big. I'm going to use it as the first signature here. Maybe it's a bit too bulky, so the others won't be as bulky. But it's going to fit right here like that in that journal. To be continued in the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.